Health, wellness, inspiration, and clean eating are consistently on Tosca Reno's agenda. Reno is a woman of determination and hard-earned curves. She wasn't always so svelte. In fact, she once topped the scale at something like 204 pounds. Food was her dependable companion. Today, she writes a Raise the Bar column for Oxygen magazine and travels the globe motivating people to eat clean, work out, and be fabulous at any age. It is my pleasure to welcome Tosca Reno to Studio 4 with her new book, Your Best Body Now.
Hi.
Well, you've got yours. I was wondering a bit about mine. I don't think you can bounce a penny off this tummy, but maybe after talking to you.
Maybe, who knows?
You never know. So take me back to your 20s.
Right.
Were you svelte and perfect and shapely and curvy?
No, some of my heaviest days were in my 20s. You know, I think it was just a whole neglect of self and not knowing how to eat properly. It's not my parents' fault. I don't blame them. I went off the rails. I was an emotional eater, so I ate myself to 204 pounds.
Great.
Not pretty.
That's a lot.
I know.
Now, when you were 10, plump at 10?
No, not at all.
No. So at some point.
Skinny up until very, very skinny up until I was about 18 or 19, and then I hit my 20s and bam. But it was worse at 39, which is what prompted me to write the series of books, the Eat Clean Diet series, which are Canadian national bestsellers. We have 11 in the series. And that's what prompted me to make change, because when I hit 39, I looked in the mirror like so many women do and realized this is not good. I'm a blob. I don't recognize myself. And, you know, basically neglect got me there.
Sure. And meanwhile, your husband at the time was Mr. Snappy Dresser, going out the door, happy, getting promoted, and you're at home with 3 children.
Yep. La la la. Eating.
Mrs. Frumpy.
Mrs. Frumpy. Oh, yes. My best friends were the couch, ice cream, cheese, and peanut butter.
Great.
So you can imagine.
And your antidepressants.
Well, no, I didn't bother with those. I didn't take pills.
Okay.
No.
Just eat more peanut butter.
Just eat more peanut butter.
A dive into the ice cream. Did you have friends who were fit and healthy and jogging around Caledon, Ontario, or not?
This is the Piers Morgan interview. You know, I have to tell you, I moved around a lot as a result of my then husband's career to make his life and his career go forward. I had no friends.
So essentially, if it's not too dramatic, you didn't really know who you really were.
Not at all. Not dramatic at all. It's exactly right. And I think so many women can identify with that, which is why Your Best Body Now is resonating, because it is for those women who've had that moment where they've said, you know, enough is enough. I've looked in the mirror. I don't like what I see. If the best is behind me, what's coming up?
Exactly.
I got to do something fast.
Yeah. Where is the younger, sexier me?
Yeah.
If you can find her. Even if you can't find her, would you like to be her?
Or at least try to make a sexier version of self, the current self, whatever that is. Yeah.
Did you have one moment, like an aha moment, or was it gradual?
No, it was definitely an aha moment. I got low. I got to the lowest of lows. My health was beginning to decline. The moment that hit me was I was trying to make it up the stairs at my house. And we had a big old Victorian home, and there were, you know, 15, 20 steps, narrow steps, and I was having a hard time just getting up the stairs and going to look after my 3 daughters. And I remember getting to the top, looking at those kids sleeping and thinking, this sucks. You stink. You know, I got it. This is bad.
Sure. But what did you like about yourself? Can you remember anything? Good mother?
I was an excellent mother.
Good cook?
The kids always came first. I was an excellent cook, and I had a fierce sense of determination. Once you got me switched on to something, so it was almost like if you said, no, you can't do that, no, I'm going to show you wrong. And that's what happened.
Okay, so you didn't go out and buy a trampoline. I know that.
Oh, I have one, though.
I bet you do. But you started somewhere. Where?
All right. I started where I think many women begin, which is in the gym. I laced up the sneakers, got on the treadmill, and started running. And it's easy. It's not intimidating. But I noticed something. It wasn't really making those dramatic changes in my body, all that cardio. And I was looking at the other side of the gym like so many of us do, and I thought, okay, well, that looks intimidating, but those bodies look better over there. I want to lift weights, and, you know, how do I do that? And as luck would have it, you know, when you're open to receive new information, I met someone who helped me transform my life completely. He's my current husband.
Well, what happened to
yes.
the old husband?
Well, we
She
decided
wonders.
to move on.
I see. Now, did you do that before the gym or after?
It was after the gym. I got started in the gym.
Okay.
And then I said, okay, I like how I'm taking care of myself. That's the first step. And we teach this in Your Best Body Now. Taking care of yourself, flip the honey-do list, put you first, get rid of the stuff that's dragging you down. I did that.
Even the human. And maybe it wasn't his fault. You know, when you reflect now, you think he was on this path, I was on that path. And you don't necessarily blame him, ex-husband, I'm sure.
No, my goal was, I'm going to get successful. I don't know how, and I'm not going to be a vengeful divorcee. I'm going to get successful. And this is when, you know, the sun started shining, and I got my reality check, and things got very, very different very fast. I competed in a bodybuilding contest. My current husband, Robert Kennedy, who's the icon in publishing and all things to do with muscle, said, you know, I see something in you. If you do what I say as far as training goes and eat what I tell you to eat, I'm going to have you ready in a year's time to compete in a bodybuilding contest. And that's exactly what happened.
So you understood cardio wasn't enough. You needed
right.
to tone, you needed to shape.
That's right.
And everybody doesn't have to become a bodybuilder.
No.
I know.
No.
But
the lessons of that journey taught me, okay, what I'm doing is extreme, but it's very powerful. If I can scale that back and put it out there in a mainstream way, which is eating clean, named one of the top 10 trends of 2011, this is my message. I found my voice, and out it came, and out all the books came, and women started responding.
what are the superfoods on the eating clean, I hate to say diet.
Yeah, it's
on
not
the,
a diet.
On the eating clean lifestyle plan.
Good for you. Well, it's not so much that there are superfoods, because when you start paring away all the garbage foods, namely all the refined sugar, white sugar, processed foods, processed flour, anything basically that when you eat it turns to liquid sugar in your body, that goes out. Suddenly you have this whole realm of foods in your produce aisle. You have lean protein, complex carbohydrates from fruits and vegetables and whole grains, and you have healthy fats and whole grains, and you're on your way. I'm eating 6 times a day. I'm actually eating more, and I weigh less. I'm a tighter package than I used to be.
Okay, well, muscle weighs more, as you know. But
That's
you're
right.
eating low in the glycemic index, as the scientists say, or some of the nutritionists say.
yeah.
Essentially, you're
Yeah.
eating organic, not do you care?
You know what? I think organic, thankfully, is a movement that's becoming more affordable. So I don't get hung up on the organic. I do it when I can, but I want others to be encouraged to, you know, visit the produce aisle and make sure you're getting all those healthy, grown close to the ground kinds of foods.
Sure, local, fresh.
Yeah, as much as possible. Even your proteins, like your fish, wild if you can get it, grass-raised, range chicken and bison, and so love bison, by the way, and elk.
So
and all
you
that.
can be vegan or
Yes, you
not, or
can.
vegetarian or
Yes, you
not,
can.
but the point is leave the junk food in the store.
That's right. So, you know, eating clean, Your Best Body Now is all about eating 6 smaller meals a day, eating every 3 hours to kick up the metabolism. That's the body's natural fat-burning pill anyway. You don't need to take a pill.
Right.
And chasing all that stuff with lots of water, exercising. It's 80% nutrition, 10% training, 10% genetics.
And as you know, there are trends and fads that come along.
Yeah.
One of the fads now, and I don't know if it's good or not, but putting chia seeds in your water.
Yes, well, they call that drink in Central America chia fresca. It's just a drink, right? But it's great. I mean, I definitely eat the chia seeds for the fiber and for the omega-6, the omega-3 fatty acids. I do that also because it's got some sort of something in it for endurance, for running and
Sure.
doing that sort of thing.
What
So-
about supplements? Vitamins, minerals, fish oil,
Right.
what?
Well, I like to say that if you're eating clean and eating well enough, a great deal of those things are in the food that you're eating anyway. However, our food sources are so perverted these days that adding extra things to your diet, natural things, not, you know, weird creepy pills, but
Right.
like
Vitamin
protein
D.
supplement, vitamin D, fish oil, salmon oil, all those things will help to round out your health, and we all need a little help.
Exactly. How long did it take you to essentially get your life back?
Okay.
To feel sexy and hot and vibrant and glowy?
You know, I started noticing changes very quickly on. When I started eating clean, those issues that I was explaining about getting up the stairs in my old house, I was hypoglycemic, and I also was beginning to get heart palpitations and all that. That started dissipating very quickly. So within 3 weeks, I was already noticing the response to taking sugar out of my diet and eating clean. Within 3 months, I was leaner. Within a year, I was shooting for the cover of Oxygen magazine.
I know. I know. How many covers have you had?
I think I've had about 10. And
really?
I'm really, yeah. And I'm 51 in this picture, because that's my most recent cover. And I think it's a brilliant magazine that recognizes that there's a demographic of women who respond to another woman who's in shape.
So 50 is obviously the new 30, as they say.
I like that, Fanny.
Don't you think?
Hey, I'm going to take it. I hope what's in store for 60.
Girl.
I don't know.
Who will know? But you have, in this particular issue, and I know it's Robert Kennedy, your husband, who, does he edit the magazine, own the magazine?
Edits, owns, publishes.
Edits, owns, publishes.
Came up with the idea.
Oh, perfect. So on here you talk about belly fat, or somebody does, clean nutrition to blast your belly fat today. When we come back, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Okay.